was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jump.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Salt Lake City. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off. However he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on second down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Diablos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Diablos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run a draw here on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Diablos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Elks get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Over the middle, complete. That's Clark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the 2nd quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, an afternoon to remember. 4 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Hands it off out of the gun. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 4.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
2nd and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He takes this for 3 to the 29. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A strong running. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Elks have cut it back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter.
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 78 yards on the ground for him so far. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Diablos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sheds off the tackle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down at 5.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Elks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll buy some time right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like the adopter of my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Elks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
To try here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clark. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a throw here, hauled in. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw again. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Buying time to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, They sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for our visitors, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.